Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to. Return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Wait, 20! Green 80! Hey, gold 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brooks Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Ready?
That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Tom! Hey, gold 66.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Wait! Sam!
On third and long, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Go!
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
20.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Shadow!
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brooks Reed in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Right!
They do go for it. It's Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
45, Mike, 45. Watch QB drop. Shadow. 45. Wait. 45.
On first down, Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. He was looking for Edelman there. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys. Is how they're going to play. And they responded to the challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up second down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I can say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
We got 3, Sam. We got 3. Shadow. Hey, gold 66. Ready? Wait, dead.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. Caught on the right side by Dorsett.
Here we go.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Mike 5-4. Regular. Right. Tom. Hey, watch Sam.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Brooks Reed able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Gun.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
12.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going
21.
for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time.
Hey, gun. Here we go.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
Brady now on 1st down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
One play at a time now.
Brady now to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 41 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Shotgun now for Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 4 yards out. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working, maybe they'll do that.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Get in the weight room. Let him go.
On 1st down, Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Gun.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Odd. 5 down. Stand up. Gun.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper.
Let's get there.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Falcons! Austin Hooper, 51 yards. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
4 down, 4 down. Tom! 45's the mic, 45's the mic. Keep your poise! Shadow! Here we go.
From the gun, it's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Here we go. Wide!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
66. Woo! Move out. 45, check by 45.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Alpha, we go!
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Tom! Motion man. Watch 12. Watch. Hey, Alabama. Here we go. Hey, defense, let's go.
To throw, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You got him.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Double tight. 4 down. Here we go. Motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 29, Alpha, serve. 28. Serve. Let's go.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. Now White lost the football, and the Falcons say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. 21. 20. Hey, express. Gun.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlight the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second
21.
and 10.
Hey. We got three.
Second and 10 now, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 10.
11. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Out of the gun. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, let's go.
First chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it first and goal at the 6. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw again is Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
We got 3 down. Check 26, check 26. Tom! Check 45 to Mike. Check. Wait!
The final shot before half for Brady. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And here now come the Falcons. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that,
gun.
but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should fall out there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Give me that ball, defense. Gun. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, wait. Let her go.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 66 yards. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling him over.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Wait! Here we go.
Brady now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Gronkowski the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Orange! 29. Alpha. Regular. She runs. 29. Alpha. Here we go. Motion.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there, and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Orange!
On 3rd down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Hey, gold 66.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
White! Tight is White. Watch tight. Tight is right.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he does.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman taking it in. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Ozzy!
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brooks Reed in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone.
Tom!
On 3rd and long, it's Brady.
Watch a slant! Watch a slant! Watch a slant!
Open man left side is Gronkowski. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to get him again, and that's his 6th sack of the ball game, one off the NFL record of 7. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman.
They're coming!
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Check! Check, 52's the mic! Check, 52's the mic! Hey, gun! 11! Wait!
To throw is Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Pick it up, guys.
On third down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And Bryant's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
So the Patriots coming out now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we can give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ozzie!
Looking back to the air on 2nd down, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Let's go.
Brooks Reed. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
Ready? Wait!
Now Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
On the right. Here we go. 45.
Now Brady got to have this one. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now, look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they're going to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here we go.
Brady will try again on 2nd down.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine.
Letting one go deep for his running back, right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Strong right.
Now Brady again. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he'll have to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the whip,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Tom! Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Brady to throw again. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
Hey, let's go.
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17
21.
yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Here's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late, they're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Blue! 54! Go! Four down.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Well, look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Well, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Sub. Hey, goal 66. Here we go. Hey, Alabama. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Quick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Sugar!
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to win. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy.